Oh.
Nah.
How much on the timer? 20 seconds.
No, we're live.
Cool.
Hey,
I'm struggling to make a sandwich real quick out in the kitchen and failing miserably. So hello everyone and welcome to Rogue Trader.
Goddamn.
We have people.
welcome to the emergency session of Rogue Trader.
Yes, welcome everybody. Yes, both of you. How's it going?
I hope you're doing well, you two.
You have a whole two people? Wow.
Damn, bro. We wildin'.
Zach, would you do me a favor and summarize some things for me while I finish this up?
Fair.
Honestly, not too much happened. The guys landed, talked to the new ambassador, gave up the big guns, and then started following him into the cave, and then baby happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the incident.
The incident, that's what we're calling it.
Colts picked up a pizza along the way.
Yeah.
This last session was the
actually
second.
learned some sorcery at some point, and just using it to summon pizza now.
I'm imagining like Holtz is entering the cave and then into the rock side of the cave there's a Little Caesars.
He ordered it before he arrived. Tips like 1% for the guys to run back through.
Nah, Holtz doesn't learn sorcery to make
Yeah,
a
he
Little
just ordered
Caesars.
it and made.
He's gonna grab the closest. Holt is gonna grab the closest person to him and make them learn sorcery to make him a Little Caesars.
That's probably more accurate, honestly.
I mean, either that or he just straight up orders it normally and then makes the delivery guy run through a death world and then doesn't tip.
Yeah.
Why should I tip?
It's 30 minutes or less, man.
Yeah, it took him 32 minutes to arrive, so you get nothing.
Like, I'm not even paying for this pizza. I was promised 30 minutes or less.
32 minutes to arrives maimed. Missing like an eye.
He was missing an arm with the razor hound chasing him.
Arrives in 30 minutes and like a few seconds. Hey man, you're late. What the hell?
It's 30 minutes and 2 seconds. What the hell?
Oh boy. All right.
30 minutes and 2 seconds or less. It's 30. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Let's continue along here.
Everybody good?
Joseph is meant to.
Give me like 5 more seconds.
Yep. And we also need Joseph in a few minutes, but we'll see when he can join, I suppose.
I don't think Joseph's going to be much help in talking.
It's only if in combat though.
It's not a matter of being helpful, it's a matter of being involved.
Yeah.
I now can roll dice. We're good.
Nice.
You got your hands back.
For the combat, that's definitely not going to be happening.
I mean, I still have to roll skills.
I mean, you still have me in your party.
Zach, why are you having me secretly roll willpower? Zach, why are you having me secretly say that I've been mind controlled?
Dude, stop telling them I'm going to have to meet you.
Just a prank! Just a prank!
Just shut up.
Alright.
We walked in. I can't have him talking.
We in a cave.
Yeah, we're being led down, and that's where we left, so we sort of don't have anything to do other than just follow.
You guys get led along for a while. Sator drifts to the back to avoid the migraines from being too close to the ambassador. Oh yeah, there's also a dude that is with you, sent by the governor.
Yep, we call him. We call him dude.
Yeah, he has not been named. He does have a name. It is a good one, but you guys, it's not happened yet. So
we did actually give him a name, but we forgot.
He's ambassador to Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys follow along, going through all of these various caves. Grisnek and the ambassador having to duck down a fair bit, so spaces where you have to basically crawl through gaps. These are not very navigable and very windy. It'd definitely be almost impossible to find your way down here on your own.
Why'd they make you that big if you have so much trouble getting down here?
Well, they didn't want to be found.
That doesn't mean that you had to be this big to be an ambassador.
But if he didn't want to be found, why are you leading us to you?
Because now we wish to talk.
Don't get this shit, but whatever. Give me another slice of that pizza.
It's good, right? I know it's cheap, but
I don't know why, but it tastes like peanut butter.
You know what peanut butter tastes like? We're getting off topic.
Yeah, whatever. Lead the way.
Can I actually roll a scrutiny?
Sure, on what?
Basically, this thing is we don't want to be found, but now I'm leading you directly to the hive mind because we want to talk now.
Mm-hmm.
I have shit scrutiny, but
yeah, I'd say there'd be a minus 20.
Well, I mean that was a
because it's a weird alien thing that doesn't really have a face. It barely has a mouth. It's kind of hard to read. It's I'll tell you, you got close enough that there was a pause. It's it did try and think of something, but whether that's it couldn't think of the word or it was making something up, hard to tell. It does not have an amazing grasp of Low-Gothic.
Okay.
I just imagine at this point, Gizmek is carrying a stack of pizzas down this fucking cave for Holtz. Just every now and then.
And you are you still marking the wall?
Oh yeah, I'm still marking the wall, but now the wall is covered in cheese as well because now I'm marking
he's marking it with pizza.
I've been marking it with the same mechadendrite that I've been picking up the pizza to eat with.
Smear pepperoni on the wall as you go. And
just
eventually
cheesy.
after 20 about 20 minutes of walking and crawling and all that, you guys get led up into a larger chamber. Let me bring you over.
Well, I can finally move.
You guys are here.
Well, there's so many dogs.
Yeah, as you guys come out into here and the space opens up a fair bit more, you see a lot of razor hounds up ahead of you. Clearly some kind of guard. And you see this thing which looks very much like a very large brain. The closest thing of what it looks like.
Does Can Pippi roll a perception to see if she notices one in the middle?
Yeah. Roll a perception for Pippi.
The plus 10 from Holtz would get that, but no.
Barely. And I don't know this bitch.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of differences in Raider Hounds. They're fairly uniform. There's small differences. If she got up close, probably, but not from this distance. Could be fluffy, could not be. Hard to tell. The ambassador starts walking you forward.
Yep. Sator is gonna try to follow along while not having a brain aneurysm.
Keeping a few meters back.
We also see these
I just love
things.
when we get a random NPC and it's just the obvious dude token on the board.
Yeah. Almost I didn't have art for the dude, so I just grabbed a token from Roll20. Yeah. As you come up, you see another kind of creature that you haven't seen before. Which
would you do that again? I accidentally clicked at the exact moment. There we go.
Which actually, Pippi is actually a native here. So she would actually know these are called vomit dogs.
Gross.
Gross.
That's
people tend to give them nicknames. As the name implies, they tend to vomit. They vomit acid and poison around. They tend to spit from range. Maybe gives a quick dump on how they do.
This is how they do.
Also, I'm gonna check the seed, which we have, that are meant to detect psychic stuff.
The meme seed, yeah.
Yeah.
We are currently no sign of any psychic activity here. If anything, it seems to be closer to the opposite. It's like it's a bit cooler than it normally is. As you guys come up, you see the little brain thing pulse, and then
Do I see this corpse right here?
yeah, I was about to say, and then you see this, what at first looks like a corpse, and then it moves. And you see that it is a person who seems to have like their head like lodged into this brain thing. Like
Gross.
it's like at a glance, it almost looked like the guy's head was broken open and this brain grew out. It's almost hard to tell which way it came, whether he got absorbed or whether it came out of him.
Oi, Git, you haven't seen anything like this? Gizmek just pokes Pippi in the shoulder.
Nope. That's a big brain.
Alright. Takes another bite of his pizza. That tastes like peanut butter for some reason.
And the body turns to look at you and then rasping out of its throat. It's like, we are the Hive. We greet you.
Was the
Which
cop
Hive?
you or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like it's like doing the vocal cords weirdly or something.
Hello.
I thought you were like coughing to indicate that this thing was sick for a moment.
Yeah. That you coughed in the voice that you were doing.
Yeah. Yeah, it did actually cough.
Oh, okay, that's good to establish then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greetings. I am Rogue Trader Holtz, Lord Captain of the Blackstone. My authority grants me the ability to entreat with you as a representative of the Imperium of Man. Behind me are several of my compatriots, and this gentleman who represents the local human government here. His name is unimportant, and he's here as an observer.
He just kind of nods awkwardly. Not really. He's a bit freaked out by the brain.
I thought you were saying the brain was nodding. I'm just like, how the fuck is this brain nodding? I tuned out for exactly the wrong moment.
Unimportant nods, and this thing probably causes fear if you don't have jaded. So this guy is a little bit freaking out.
All right, does PP have jaded?
I
She
think
is
does.
fearless.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
She could be like, fuck. Yeah, the guy's pretty much a bit white at seeing this giant pulsating brain. And the body keeps looking. Rogue Trader, you have the authority to deal with Xenos, yes?
That would be correct, yes.
So you're saying you isn't one?
We believe that would be our classification.
Oh, Zach, in system, Holtz has Xenophile. Does that apply here?
What'd it do?
It gives +10 to interaction or to fellowship tests like with aliens, but -5 on willpower test against alien psychics and things like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like you've like trained yourself to understand think outside of the way that humans think. So you try to figure out how they think and all that. So yeah, I think that would just apply generally.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure if that applied here.
Yeah, I think it's more of a general stop thinking like a human, think like how aliens might think. It's kind of more open-minded to it.
Yeah.
You wish to make treaty.
Well, there is something I want from you, yes. As far as treaties go, let's see how the negotiations pan out.
He kind of looks at you.
I assume
wait.
you brought up.
I'm confused at what is actually looking at him. Like, does this brain thing have any like notable like analogs to eyes?
Only the corpse that's like attached to it. The rest of it is just a brain.
Yeah, but you said like its brain like exploded and became this thing, or at least it looks that way.
It looks like
It
either
looks
his
like
head
that.
exploded into this huge.
Oh,
brain,
it's like so.
or
It's
he
like the
got
back
himself-
of his skull.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
kinda
Right,
like
so
the
we can
side.
still see his eyes that look
Yeah.
weird.
It's like
Yeah.
the
Okay.
side of his head. He's like turned awkwardly to look.
Yeah,
weird.
yeah. I just had a
Quite
different
prominent.
image in my head from what you said,
Yeah.
so that clears it up. Thank you.
Assume you also brought us down here because there's something you want from us as well.
We want treaty, peace with human.
You're at war?
Are we not? Soldiers come, cut down, kill, slaughter, eat. That not war?
And why
So-
ain't you just go scrapping at him?
Shush, Gizmek.
Oh, Gizmek just like looks away.
So, may I presume that everything on this planet is connected to you?
In some ways, yes.
New phone,
Oh
who
my-
dis?
We got our boy.
We got our boy. All right.
Right. So to
Change.
catch you up a little bit real quick, Geddes, our friend who plays Yosef for chat, in case you didn't know his other name, it's like he has 20 identities.
So just
Also
out
make
his
sure-
name. Jesus Christ.
Make sure that the stream is with the Joseph
My
one.
new name right now.
I added his
Thank you very
nameplate back
much.
in, yeah. Yeah, people can see his nameplate and stuff again. He automatically shows up as an icon once he joins the voice call, but I have to manually add the nameplate back in. But yeah, he is our arc militant, so he's the best at shooting things well. He is currently with us in this cave. And this cave is like it's I'm assuming it's pretty well lit from all those flowers from the looks of
Yeah,
it.
you see, these roots are like coming out of the brain and going across the floor, and yeah, these like,
More like vines and roots.
yeah, it's like, and they kind of like, they look like flowers, but also crystals, and they're kind of brain-like. Look like smaller versions of the big brain growing out of these things.
Yeah. And the way we got led here was by this ambassador guy, who I don't think you've even met because you weren't here last time technically, but you were in character here.
The new
So
guy
we're
that
being
you
led
shoot.
down here to talk to this hive mind thing.
Mhm.
And it's so far it's basically said, you're a rogue trader, you're allowed to negotiate with Xenos, we want peace. People keep fucking up our force or something, basically.
Essentially.
So that's basically where we are right now as you came in.
I turn to the representative that the governor sent along, and I turn back to the brain. It's like, I'll need you to detail the things you want redressed, so that the representative can take it back to the local government.
We know that you need your places, you need supplies, you need clear paths. We could let limited hunt and cut.
I turn to the representative. It's like, is that fine by you?
How much
What
hunting
you-
and stuff do you guys already do?
Yeah. It was-
And
I,
as a government, not much is mostly all the independent people, and we have been mostly sticking to the past. The forest has gotten too dangerous. Only
There are-
individuals and groups that go out.
so there are renegade factions out here in the under Athena.
No, just people that hunt the wildlife, that cut down the lumber.
They ain't as authoritarian as the rest of your imperial regime.
Yeah, any well, the last governor would send out teams to try and clear more land, but that stopped when he disappeared. Rolls. Dice. Get that. Good done.
Are you still there?
Yeah, get my
Okay.
dice.
Okay.
Come here.
We'll need details, obviously, but from what I understand, the current government is amenable to such an arrangement.
We are not familiar with how these work.
Oh, I think I get it. Yeah, let me explain, Gizmek says as he steps forward and just shoves Holtz aside a little bit.
Oh, this can only end great.
So you see, these humans have a thing called government, which is basically the way they say the peoples who knows what they doing and the peoples who don't. And the government they has on this planet is willing to work with you, but it's going to take some time, they think, before they can corral the other gits, the one who don't know what they doing, into not doing the bad things that hurt you. You see, I got that right. Gizmek turns to Holtzen with, like, the smuggest ass expression, just, like, taps his head as if he's just had, like, a big brain moment.
Yeah. Pippi gives you a thumbs up.
Holtz just like looks at Gizmo and like peers around like the side of it. He's actually like almost like leaning like all the way sideways and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it in layman's terms. The implementation of such a process is slow.
And it depends on the kind of human planet whether or not the people who's in charge are the smart people who's chosen by the not so smart people, or the smart people who chooses themselves.
Basically, as long as this governor is still alive and supported, he'd be willing to work with you. Of course.
The head like tries to nod, but it can like bob a little because it's stuck to this brain.
Of course.
That looks painful at trying to nod that. He just whispers in Holtz's ear.
Oh.
Does he whisper though?
He does it a little bit. He whispers, but he orc whispers. Everyone can obviously hear it.
There's probably like some saliva like splat onto like Holtz's cheek. He just kind of like takes his sleeve and just like wipes it off like nonchalantly. And then just like pretends like it didn't happen and continues on. Is like
yeah, at this point Gizmek just like sort of smiles happily and moves back a little bit because he knows that these guys are apparently afraid of big strong thing.
And Holtz continues. As for what we need from you, your abilities are unique in this sector. And I'm hunting something that's very dangerous to the Imperium. I will need your capabilities.
Yeah, the head kind of like squints and it's like, what does that mean?
Let me start with the beginning. How much are you aware of the galaxy at large, or at least this sector? Are you aware of the warp beasts?
We were unaware that we were not alone in this universe before you arrived.
Oh, well. Boy, that's a...
Wait, there's something wrong here. Let's see if I can figure it out. Just give me a second to roll dice in this alternate universe. I'm basically going to just like self-roll an intelligence check to see if Gizmek picks up on something that I picked up out of character.
Nope.
Nope.
Hey, you know what? I don't care enough. Gizmek just goes over to this wall and starts like he punches a hole in it real quick just to alleviate some boredom, and then turns to look at the brain to make sure it's not hurting it or something.
Yeah, it doesn't react to you punching the wall.
Gizmek notices that it's not hurting it, and then now you just have this calm in the wall next to you for the rest of the conversation.
You'll have to forgive him. He's very he has very little attention, but I guess that's probably a good place to start. You see, that creature that is very loud and spits everywhere is called an orc. He's one of billions, maybe possibly trillions, and he's indicative of their species in a lot of ways. Imagine a legion of them coming down.
We have some limited memories of some of your known Xenos from this one.
That I'm sure, in fact, your last ambassador. Imagine the thing that killed it, and then imagine 1,000 of them.
I can make that in a weekend now.
We would prefer that you didn't.
Well, I mean, I would be aiming it at you. You don't look like you can really put up a good fight from where he is. Wouldn't be fun. And then just some more.
My point is that there's various and sundry dangers throughout the galaxy. You probably, since you seem to know of the most common ones, perhaps I will continue on to my next point. There are creatures that exist. Oh boy, how do I explain this? Are you aware of what the warp is?
The method by which you travel.
Yes.
It definitely sounds unsure as it says that.
Close enough. There are creatures that exist within the warp that are extraordinarily dangerous. And one such creature is very near here.
Then why do you go there?
We don't have a choice.
You see, if they don't use the warpy thing, then they can't really travel very good. We orcs just like to leave off all the protections and shit and let the big gates come in, because it's a fight and it's in-flight entertainment.
Gizmek, have you ever invented a mute button?
Or is it?
I don't think orcs would understand that concept of not wanting to be loud.
Like for people.
A mute button for people. No, but I think there's electro kits of yours that got that.
Anyways. Yes, Gizmek's mostly correct. We have no choice but to go there. And this creature's territory is potentially expanding. Or at the very least, it's possibly moving. We, or rather I, intend to remove this creature. To do that, though, I need some sort of mechanism capable of targeting a creature of the Immaterium. Something that, while also limiting its own psychic capabilities. Are you following me so far?
Yeah, it looks at you and you can see it thinking. Another came thinking about this.
Let me see if I could describe him. And fucking Malachi showed me a vision of this guy. It was like white skin, brown hair, had like a fancy cloak. Yeah, a cloak with like a Xenos fur with horns on his shoulder. Describe that basically.
The head does its awkward nodding thing.
That man failed, for whatever reason.
Stole half of us.
Half of you.
Took centuries to fix.
How did he take half of you?
We are
Did
not
you-
going to describe the process to you.
Forgive me. I didn't mean... I wasn't concerned with the process. I was concerned about the manner. From your voice, though, it sounds like it was a hostile action.
We had not experienced human aggression directly. We had assumed you had simply been clearing territory. And then he...
He,
Hmm.
from what I know of him, was brash.
Why should we loan ourselves to you?
Because I'm different.
Now,
I'm talking to you. And you're going to
at first.
talk at you. But I'm talking with you. And I will offer equivalent exchange.
Can you offer in exchange for half of our being?
How about a planet?
We have a planet. We are a planet.
One planet ain't always enough.
Would we need more?
Think of it more as a backup plan, a seeding, if you will. You've experienced the dangers that humanity itself can offer, but you have yet to experience the true ferocity of the galaxy at large.
So why would we wish to leave?
Not leave. Hide. A backup plan.
But it would not be us.
What
It would be another.
Then it would be your child. Something that you should nurture. Something that could cooperate with you. You wouldn't be alone. Rather than have all of these things that can't communicate with you. You would have an equal that can work together.
So roll me a charm. So
I have-
be like a -40 because this thing, that is a very alien concept to this thing. And then plus whatever your
Yeah, plus
Xenos
10
stuff.
so it'd be a -30. I'm gonna spend a fate point to make it -20.
Yeah.
I'm just looking to see if there's anything
How
else that I
many
have.
fate
that
do you
would-
have left?
You can also re-roll.
How many fate do you have left without that one you spent?
3 left currently.
You're a four fate max. All right.
Yeah.
I'd say spend maybe one more.
Can I?
Don't
To get
think,
a
I think you
plus
can only
20.
spend it on the same thing once.
Okay.
Can't
Well,
you
I mean-
spend more than to get over a +10? I'm pretty sure that we did do that.
No,
in the
I think what he means is buy the same thing, as in buy one of the things you can
Yeah.
do with fate. So you can use
you
fate
add,
for
you can add
one
a plus
purpose
10.
once.
You can't spend 4 fate points, you get a +40.
I got 3
You
degrees
did
success.
allow Malukai to spend all 5 fate points to get a +5 degrees of success, though.
That was funny though.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't, but whatever, sometimes it's fun.
It was lol.
I don't care.
I got 3 degrees success.
Really cool.
Yeah, so you see the face like blinking at you before it's like interesting. Which is a strange concept, but perhaps
Furthermore, it would also have more knowledge of the galaxy at large by traveling with me. expanding your knowledge is good, yes? You'd be more equipped for situations like these. You'd know that it's not very wise to bring people that you barely understand to your most vulnerable position.
That is why we have these. You see, like, the Razor Hound, the Ambassador, and the Vomit Dogs will, like, hunch and move a bit to indicate that it means them.
Yeah, you saw what happened in like a second to your last ambassador with my machine.
Gizmo.
Like if we actually wanted to, all right. Gizmo just sort of looks at the
So
corner.
we are not defenseless anymore.
My point is that there's many ways. For instance, well, I'll pass on this for now. Merely just citing an example. You can gain experience by traveling with me. As well as spawn a companion.
How do we know you will remain true?
I am Rogue Trader Holtz, Lord Captain of the Blackstone and last of his name. I'm a businessman first and foremost. My word is my bond.
Swear by your emperor.
Then I swear by the Emperor. I'm not one to betray people that I make a deal with.
And can you promise us protection here?
I turn to the representative. Well, can you?
Well, we could certainly open discussions about exactly what all of it would be. It needs some kind of way to communicate with you. The ambassador is what is for that. She like glances over at the 8-foot 4-armed armored thing. It's like, I think that's okay.
We'll have to make some arrangements for the ambassador. I'm talking with the specifically the representative right now. I don't think it'd be a good idea to have him walking about in the city just yet. Perhaps only you and the governor should know.
Yeah, we need to arrange quarters. We need to also figure out what it needs and everything. Once Brad of here, I'll vox and travel back and forth a bit to figure out exactly how this is going to work.
I can ensure that diplomatic relations are established between you and the local government. I have been on good terms with the governor so far.
Very well. Once that is established, we may discuss the child.
Of course, you do understand that I will be using the child first for my own purposes. He will be safe.
But we wish to ensure that your part is kept up first.
Understood. Then I believe that concludes at least today's negotiations.
Well, I would like to.
Oh, we done? Sorry.
Well, I would like to ask you at least a question. You know of all of the creatures on this planet, yes?
We are all of the creatures on this planet. We
Well,
are this planet.
can you tell me about the fruit bat phoenix, or if you don't know by their name, and Sator just starts describing how they look?
What do you wish to know of them?
How do their powers work, and is there anything special about them?
It looks at where it wishes to go and travels there.
So it cannot be impaired by anything too, right?
do not know. We don't test.
Very well. Also, do you another thing? Maybe Sator might try to also cover some of like the basics on how they work as animals and what they eat and such, but we just skip over that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biology lessons of the hive mind.
Yeah,
With a migraine on top of that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a light level from where you are. Definitely, like every time you step closer towards it, it gets a little bit worse. I think it's
just made
like
it one
exuding
tile
anal
worse.
aura.
And Sator is taking notes about how they work, how they reproduce, everything.
Just imagine
for
it
as
with
much.
a pair of
So say
glasses
roll
and a
me
fucking clipboard.
What would say either like intelligence or fellowship?
Intelligence is way better.
Yeah, but you always succeed your charms.
It's true.
Roll your intelligence
true.
and then just roll your fellowship to see if you would have passed.
Goddamn.
Fuck up the intelligence, alright? Would the fellowship have passed?
If you
Waiting
want,
for
like,
it to.
do you want me to?
It doesn't
Like,
count, but roll it.
I'll spend my fate point to roll fellowship. Fuck it.
I believe.
Sure.
No, it's even worse. But it's not that much worse considering your difference.
Yeah, so Sato like tries to like talk about the biology back and forth, but like it's very hard to like word enough for this thing to understand in the way it talks about it. It's like it knows how it works at an instinctual level, but can't really explain it.
Yeah, I'll assume that the migraine doesn't help either.
Yeah, so from what it said that it looks to where it wants to go and then goes, it probably goes by sight. Be like the best that you get is what your guess was already.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's nothing else. The
All right,
ambassador
we
leads
leaving?
you guys- Yeah, the ambassador starts leading you guys back out.
Finally.
We follow.
You guys head back out, and yeah,
What did a little translator get?
Does the guy with an amazing name have anything to say?
he gets less pale as you leave the room, but is still pretty much questioning what the fuck has just happened. He's almost in shock. Probably took up
Congratulations.
to insanity from seeing that thing without having jaded.
How much?
Yeah, Horse is like, congratulations. If I weren't here, you'd be a dead man right now.
Probably.
You'll do just fine, my friend. Gizmek gives him like a really big slap on the back.
He falls. Stumbles and faceplant.
Gizmek just
Nice.
grabs him by the collar of his shirt and lifts him up that way.
Horse just kind of like keeps on going, like while this interaction happens. He's just like, just goes.
Yeah, you guys just follow along and get yourselves, back to the shuttle.
Is the way that he leads out perfectly the same as the one Gizmek
Yep.
marked?
Yeah, he leads you back out the same way.
Yeah.
All right.
Do we?
Oh,
do
you
we bring
can
the
free
ambassador?
The ambassador leads us. We don't bring him back to the
Yeah.
place yet, do we?
Yeah, the ambassador leads you and then would basically stay by the entrance while
Yeah.
the
I'm
planet's
pretty-
ambassador, well, the governor's ambassador goes back to talk with the governor about what the hell this is going to do.
Yeah.
Holtz would also want to be there for that.
One
Sator
thing
will
real
also
quick.
be there.
Before we actually leave the cave, Gizmek just sort of thinks about something, turns around and says, "Oh yeah, you're free to scratch out those marks I made."
Yeah, he glances at them, having noticed them for the first time.
Yeah, I
He's
made
gonna-
those on the way down. You may want to scratch them out so nobody else can find a git. There's mostly to get out of there in case. Thanks.
Very, thank you.
Go. All right, see ya. Gizmek just walks off.
And yeah, I think we've got a role play out all of it, but yeah, there is an awkward conversation with the governor while this guy tries to explain what the hell just happened.
Holtz just eggs the representative on to explain it while sitting on a couch, like just nonchalantly, and just like, yes, you're right. Keep going.
Let's see how
Go on.
Yeah, so I want to add on that Gizmek is just going to sit right next to Holtz and be egging him on too and enjoying this somehow alongside Holtz.
He does not do it very well. Very tainted by fear during all of that. But yeah, eventually, like with you guys there, eventually gets across what happened, and talks go, and they figure out how to bring the thing over. And yeah, they just so I'm gonna role play out a couple days. It's a couple of days pass until
Sator is gonna also in that conversation. Sator would be there and always be like, "Yes, no, it's wrong. It's actually."
Actually, God
Damn
damn it!
Get this straight. All three of you are there, just minding your own business, watching this one guy. This guy's going to have a fucking PTSD.
We're basically giving this guy as hard a time as possible about how he's explaining shit.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are Holtz is rubbing off on you guys essentially.
Yeah, basically.
The only one slightly selfing is Sator.
What's Yosef doing at this time?
I don't get involved in politics.
Yosef exists at this time.
He
That is
goes
all
to
he
like a
does.
shooting range or something and just leaves us all alone.
He just goes out and starts sniping forest creatures because fuck you.
But like once like the representative like actually explains what's going on, Holtz will clarify like, yes, if things go well, this planet might stop being in Death World. Congratulations, you might reclassify a planet, Governor.
Yeah, I think that definitely gets them to spur it forward a bit because Deathworlds fucking suck.
Yeah.
And yeah, see, a couple of days pass and some rudimentary agreement has come to. And yeah, just so you don't gotta go back with you guys flying over there, going all the way in.
Yeah.
You guys are gifted a roll me just a flat charm.
A flat charm.
Rolling that one, Yosef gets his own ship now.
Do I get-
This is basically to see how much of the hive mind they're willing to lend you.
Okay.
Oh,
Do I add Xenophile or is it cancelled out?
Yeah, just. Well, I mean, you have a target of 97. It doesn't matter.
Well, with Xenophile, it's 102.
Yeah, fair. It would if it's gonna apply anywhere. It'd be here.
Spend of 8.2.
Okay,
I'm
just
spending a fate point, so make that 7 degrees of success.
Yeah. So it lends you. Yeah, with that, you get about half of it. About the same that I said the other one got. And the process of separating it out does not look pleasant at all.
Maybe slightly more, but yeah.
It's just screaming.
Yeah, well, it's not screaming, but you see like the face of this figure that's embedded into it is twisted up like it's screaming, but no sound comes out.
Is there like an instruction manual for taking care of this? Do I need to like feed it something?
And yeah, it would actually separate off the portion with the dude so it can talk.
Neat.
Yeah, getting it out of there is a process.
Oh god.
probably involves a lot of Gizmek and Joseph hauling things around.
Holtz would
There
volunteer.
are alternate routes that are a lot wider so the thing can actually fit through. But yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like moving out. Holy shit.
It's like moving a car. It's moving a sofa.
It's way more fun.
We have a cargo bay that I can stick in though.
Yeah, it is actually probably about the size of a sofa. It's more like square or round, but yeah, it's about that size.
Just hope Gizmek doesn't try to sit on it.
The worst beanbag chair ever.
The cursed beanbag chair.
Forbidden beanbag.
Forbidden beanbag.
Forbidden beanbag.
That's its code name. The forbidden beanbag.
That is such a fucking mood, though.
And yeah, because you did so well, it is being added as a new component into your ship.
So the Blackstone itself has like an anti-psychic shield.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, Gizmek. You've been naughty. You've been
Probably
sent to
put at the
forbidden
exact
beanbag.
opposite.
Probably
Evan's so naughty.
Probably placed to the opposite of the navigator and
Yeah. Absolute opposite end of the ship from the astropath and the navigator tower, or else you're gonna have issues with the planes.
It's probably in the cargo bay. That's probably like the easiest place to put it.
yeah.
People bringing in cargo having to turn and see this thing every time they come in. You just install like a basic ass curtain and everything's great.
Just makes itself at home inside of a cargo container.
Oh boy.
Have drapes over it, yeah. Fucking like you said.
Yeah.
I'm all of a sudden I'm just imagining this thing behind shower curtains and just like singing as the water goes. just this amorphous blob cursed beanbag chair
Whoa.
singing in the shower.
Nice shit, man.
Yeah, he got a 70.
Wait.
The forbidden beat.
Plus 10 to resist any psychic effect. Plus 5 to hit with all weapons against demonic or psychic entities. Nice.
Yeah. And plus 5 if one system of your choice, which, yeah, he basically... Probably Gizmex come in and helps hook it in, as you basically attach it to a weapon system so it can help aim it, essentially.
Do you have any,
You don't have the cannon yet, but you can still hook it up to some macro cannons.
do you have any rear guns that would make the most sense if it's in cargo bay?
No, unfortunately. The only like
these
probably,
guns.
I have the dorsal and the prow.
Yeah, that is these two guns. That is all he has. You got exactly 2 guns.
They're both the same gun, so
Yeah.
does it
It's just
one of them?
Yeah, just different firing arcs, I think.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they both shoot forward and to the side. Yeah, they're the exact same.
yeah.
Yeah,
lovely.
there is definitely a whole process. Yeah, getting it out and then getting it onto the ship definitely freaks a few people out.
I think the dorsal has a wider arc than the prow.
The therapist's office, which is already always way too booked, is even more overbooked now.
Yeah, you guys successfully hook up the brain, the forbidden beanbag.
I love that fucking name.
That's its code name. Does it have a preference of what it likes to be called?
It just goes by the hive or the hive mind.
All right. Well, I'm not calling it the forbidden beanbag to its face. I'm just going to refer to it as the forbidden beanbag when I want to be subtle.
When it's not around.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Gizmek at some point is just gonna go up to be and be like, "Do you know what a beanbag is?"
No.
That's going to end very poorly.
No.
You want to be
Thanks
called
for-
beanbag?
Gizme.
We are not a bag, nor are there beans.
It looks like one now.
We cannot say we do not know what.
God damn.
The fuck?
This conversation just goes on awkwardly for like half an hour.
Yeah.
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 All right. Are we going to search for this warp beast of some sort?
What?
No, we don't. We don't.
You
don't
guys
have-
You guys have one component of the gun.
No, I think the next thing on our list is go to Daltia's coordinates.
Yeah. And go
yeah.
to any of the things that to any of the planets that who Velvet or whatever wants us to go to get the juice.
Yeah, I'll say somebody roll on acquisitions. See how much of it you manage to get in this system.
I'll do it since it's my.
Yeah.
Any bonus? I can roll commerce if that matters. To like reduce prices or anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
Roll a commerce, see if you can get a bonus.
5.
Damn.
Success.
Oh damn.
It's a fellowship roll.
That'll be plus 25 then on the profit factor.
All right. I'm just
You
rolling
have
a
a target
1d1.
of 85.
I'm spending a reroll.
You find nothing.
All right.
I
You
did
just
not
barely
find-
find it. You find a few of them. Not all of it.
Yeah. I mean, since we're about to end the session, I could just spend another fate point, but that seems really gamey.
I think that
Yeah, you can't
you-
reroll it. Yeah, I
you
think we
found
should probably limit it that you can't spend a fate point. on the
actually
same
can't
thing.
you spend a fate point to increase it by 1, or are you out?
Yeah, you can increase it by a degree.
Yeah, I could, but like I just doing it right now feels really gamey because it feels like we're about to end the session.
I mean,
No,
at
we
the
could-
same time,
wait.
I would still use it personally because it's like,
Yeah,
Wait,
I mean-
extra fate.
I mean, do
Let's
we
punch
still,
talk.
you guys, we could still do like warp travel to get that out of the way, unless you guys didn't want to.
I mean, I still want to like Daltier's in the system.
Oh, in this system, got it.
Yeah,
this
he's
system?
like the very edge of the system, like blended in.
Oh.
Some,
I thought there was at a different planet. Goddamn,
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
bad.
same.
yeah, he's
Also,
like his sister was spotted. It's like way the fuck over here.
Yeah,
But Dalter is in the system now. That's how Lyra got here.
All right. Also, I'm probably gonna do an acquisitions test to get some crew from the Death World because
I'm
Good
gonna do an
growing, also the
acquisitions
gov-
test to get all
Eh?
the fucking animals that we can that he's willing to give us.
Oh,
yeah, that
yeah, your crew and morale should be back up. You've had them long enough.
um.
Yeah, you don't get a roll for getting.
Yeah, but
some
we can
crew
do
components.
acquisitions in between
Oh,
streams.
the
Anything you
other
want
thing
messing?
was how many meme seeds could I get? Like, could I just get like an entire ship's worth of meme seeds?
They are not mass produced. You could definitely get like a couple dozen.
I mean, like I just wanted to be like these are incredibly useful. Like
Yeah, you can get them at like squad size, effectively.
you can
Right.
probably get up. You can probably have it like acquisitions where we always have them send it to us anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, in fact, you can have them at squad size, just available.
all right.
Nice.
Do I need to roll for that? Like we already have that, right? So
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
the governor likes you enough that I would just give it.
Alrighty.
So should we also just fully restore our crew and morale? on
Yeah,
our ship?
I already did.
All right.
Yeah, and that will be. It was 3 sessions effectively because we had 2 and then 2 half sessions. So that'd be 1,500 for that. And then you managed the brain pretty damn well.
I love having a bajillion fellowship.
Yeah. You also just made good arguments. Yeah, so I'll say
Also, the Gene Stealer investigation. Don't forget that too.
yeah, and the Gene Stealers. Yeah, I'll say 2,100 XP.
Fuck.
Extra 600 for doing so good
Where is the XP stuff?
on your sheet.
All the way down.
2000.
Yeah, XP to spend is at the very top of the XP. So we have 2150. Well, I have 2150 left to spend. What
Yeah.
was?
You
Same.
guys got a lot of XP.
So we got
I'm
2100.
at 2150, and I had 2150 to spend, and then total XP spent right now is 19,200. When is the next rank? When is I think we're on ranked 5. What is rank 6?
I feel like I'm
Uh,
off a little bit with my XP then.
Sorry, 2150 XP, right?
2150. I added the 5,000 already.
All right.
So my total XP with the additional 5,000 is 19,200.
It's like
Oh well, this is all stuff that we can take care of in the background. So I'm going to call off the
let's
stream
just,
for now.
Yeah, call
Let's say
off the
goodbye
stream.
to everyone. Bye.
Bye bye.
Hey everyone.